Hi there, afternoon guys. Thank you for giving me your time. Just a quick question. How many of you are business owners here? Okay, it's a lot of you. Okay. So what we're talking about today is just how Google and how mobile has grown and how that can assist your business in getting proper leads to your business. As you said, just a little bit about myself. I've been in advertising for about 8 years. Been in sales for about 13 years. Google certified. Google's the passion what I've got. And then mobiles. Sorry, way to go. So I've got a quick video of you just to show you guys who Trudon is.
This is you. This is your new business. And this is where you want your business to be. But getting there, you need your customers to know who you are, what you do, and where to find you. Marketing yourself online is a good place to start. But after spending a lot of time, energy, and money, you may ask yourself, how do I manage this complex and ever-changing world of online marketing? With Trudon, it's our business to grow your business. We can help put your business on the map, connecting your customers to you, which leaves you more time to run your business while we bring in the leads. As a startup business, your presence first needs to be managed to let your customers know where to find you, regardless of where they choose to look. After your business starts to grow and attract more customers, you may need a more customized digital presence. We can help you to further expose your business by means of social media, Google AdWords, and creating your own website. Finally, if you are at the point where your company is getting enough leads, but converting the relevant ones has become more challenging, we can offer a bespoke advertising solution tailor-made for your business. With your own personal account manager, we can assist you in optimizing your digital presence through insights, consultations, and support, building a deeper engagement with your customers and grow your sales. With our knowledge and personal service, the experience and expertise of a local agency, a powerful consumer audience, and solid partnerships with third-party digital service providers, it doesn't matter what life cycle your business is in. From startup to established business, Trudon will keep your business relevant and first in the eyes of your customers. Trudon, it's our business to grow your business.
We're one of the biggest advertising agencies. We've got over 100,000 clients. We also do the print and white yellow pages, but what I'm talking about is the digital aspect that we've got today. So I'm just going to give you some quick overview with regards to Google, Google AdWords, how mobile's changed the world, and mobile trends and mobile on social. Just a quick question. Anybody out here? In the advertising industry, we've got a saying, where's the best place to hide a body, a dead body? Does anybody know? No? Exactly. The best place to hide a body is on the second page of Google. 91.5% of people don't go to the second page. You have to be, purely because we trust, when we go into Google, we trust what information they give us. Relevant, reliable results. You can see here, 4.8% of the people go to the second page, but that's mostly people that would be looking for, maybe doing research. You want to be on the first page of Google when you're advertising. Okay. So this is some top trends that was going around in 2016 of how many searches there were. So we can see who was first, the most searches on Google with regards to politicians and prominent figures. And this is just to give you guys an idea how people are searching and what they're searching for, and yeah. And the same with how top trending how-tos. So the most one was how to download Pokemon Go. Anybody download Pokemon Go? You can put up your hand? Nobody. Okay. Okay. So this is Google AdWords. Can anybody tell me what's wrong with this specific slide? Anybody? 3, 2, 1. Have you got an answer? Okay. So this was Google's old way of searching, which was last year. You had your 3 ads on the top, 7 on the side. Google AdWords and Google in general doesn't look like that anymore. It looks like this. So you've got 4 ads on the top, which is your AdWords is running. Then you've got your organic ratings, and below that you'll have also another couple of AdWords that are running on that as well. Why do you think Google's changed it to this specific way? One of the main factors. Sorry?
I assume no one was clicking on the right-hand side.
People were clicking on the right-hand side, but there's a specific reason that they did this. So Google specifically changed how they look, because this is how when you went on your smartphone, this is how your search would look. Okay, so they made it specifically to look exactly like your mobile search. The reason being is mobile searches are surpassing desktop searches. Okay, so people still use desktop. Desktop's not going to go away anytime soon. It's just that you've got everything in your pocket. Okay. So just a quick idea. We go into our keyword planner. So if we're looking for a new Ford Ranger, Google actually tells us how many searches there are and exactly how many mobile devices are being used compared to desktop. So just for in that specific factor, 58.7% of people are using mobile device. So desktop 33% and tablets 8.2%. Tablets people normally use when they sit in front of the TV or so, they're playing with the tablet at night, but you've always got your phone on you. Am I correct? Before we go any further, just a quick question. Who in the first hour that they're woken up today looked at their phone? If it was a WhatsApp, if it was a Facebook, if it was looking to go somewhere. Exactly. So we all use our phones. We almost use it as a place to go out, and when we're in a conversation that you may be uncomfortable with, you use your phone to maybe look at your Facebook page, whatever the case might be. So mobile is surpassing desktop by significant amounts. Just to quickly I'll give you an idea as well with regards to the searches and so on. Google can actually tell us how many searches are there for your business. So we put your business in, or we put the keywords that you guys have got. It tells us this is how many searches there are. So now we know what the market is and what type of budget we need to spend for the market. Also tell you exactly where most of the searches are coming from. So I just did a quick search for the new Ford Ranger, 158,000 searches a month, mostly come from Gauteng. That's in general the stats as well. So, but it's just to give you guys an idea of that if you've got a business, you must make sure when you advertise that there's a market to advertise in, and that you use the proper keywords and stuff in order to get the proper clients to your website. Because you've got one thing on the one side, which is your website, and then you've got Google on this side. So the first thing a person sees when they go onto the web is they see your website. So that's the face of your business. So you need to make sure the face of your business is representing what you guys are actually doing in that sense. But the other thing is, you've got a website up here in mobile, in cyberspace. You need, in order to take that website, so when somebody does a search, like on a search engine like Google, to take them and put them in front of them. Because otherwise nobody's going to get to you unless they type in your name. So AdWords, just to give you ideas, the quickest and easiest way to basically get business. Because you buy up the space in order to be relevant for that specific keywords. Okay, I've got just another video that I want to play.
Of the 7 billion people on Earth, roughly 6 billion own a cell phone, which is pretty shocking given that only 4.5 billion have access to a working toilet. So how are these popular gadgets changing your body and brain? If you're looking down at your phone right now, your spine angle is equivalent to that of an 8-year-old child sitting on your neck, which is fairly significant considering people spend an average of 4.7 hours a day looking at their phone. This, combined with the length of time spent in front of computers, has led to an increase in the prevalence of myopia or nearsightedness in North America. In the 1970s, about 1/4 of the population had myopia, where today nearly half do, and in some parts of Asia, 80 to 90% of the population is now nearsighted. And it can be hard to put your phone down. Take for example the game Candy Crush. As you play the game, you achieve small goals, causing your brain to be rewarded with little bursts of dopamine, and eventually you're rewarded in the game with new content. This novelty also gives little bursts of dopamine and together create what is known as a compulsion loop, which just happens to be the same loop responsible for the behaviors associated with nicotine or cocaine. Our brains are hardwired to make us novelty seeking, and this is why apps on our phones are designed to constantly provide us with new content, making them hard to put down. As a result, 93% of young people aged 18 to 29 report using their smartphone as a tool to avoid boredom, as opposed to other activities like reading a book or engaging with people around them. This has created a new term, nomophobia, the fear or anxiety of being without your phone. We also see a change in brain patterns. Alpha rhythms are commonly associated with wakeful relaxation, like when your mind wanders off, whereas gamma waves are associated with conscious attentiveness. And experiments have shown that when a cell phone is transmitting, say during a phone call, the power of these alpha waves is significantly boosted, meaning phone transmissions can literally change the way your brain functions. Your smartphone can also disrupt your sleep. The screen emits a blue light which has been shown to alter our circadian rhythms, diminishing the time spent in deep sleep, which is linked to the development of diabetes, cancer, and obesity. Studies have shown that people who read on their smartphone at night have a harder time falling asleep and produce less melatonin, a hormone responsible for the regulation of sleep-wake cycles. Harvard Medical School advises the last 2 to 3 hours before bed be technology-free, so pick up a book before bed instead. Of course, smartphones also completely change our ability to access information, most notably in poor and minority populations. 7% of Americans are entirely dependent on smartphones for their access to the internet. A 2014 study found that the majority of smartphone owners use their phone for online banking, to look up medical information, and searching for jobs. So while phones are in no way exclusively bad and have been part of a positive change in the world, there's no denying that they are changing us. But many successful people have now decided to take smartphone vacations in order to increase productivity. In our new ASAP Thought video, we break down the top 6 reasons you should take a smartphone vacation and how it could benefit your life right now. And subscribe for more weekly science videos.
Okay, so guys, that was just a video just to give you an idea of how mobile is changing the world and how we are reacting towards that specifically. I've got another one that I want to just quickly play here for you and how it helps you actually with your business.
There's a mobile movement going on. The rise of smartphones is creating smarter consumers, creating more opportunity for smarter marketing. Smartphones are always on, always with us, and always connected. In 1 week, we've browsed the internet, used a search engine, watched a video, and connected with our friends, all on our smartphones. But that's info you might already know. Here's some you might not. We're using smartphones almost everywhere, even while consuming other media. Smartphones have become such an important part of our lives that many of us would give up high heels, cable TV, even chocolate, just to keep using them. They're becoming important to our shopping habits too. Smartphones have become the ultimate shopping companion, transforming us into more savvy consumers. 79% use a smartphone to help with shopping. In fact, 70% of us actually use our smartphone while in the store. We use it to find retailers, compare prices, get coupons, read reviews, and check to see if something's in stock. Which leads us to buy. Nearly 3/4 of shoppers made a purchase as a direct result of the info we got from our smartphones, either in-store, online, or on our phone. Our new mobile shopping habits are adding up to big spending across the board. And where do we do most of our shopping? Usually in our own backyards. In fact, finding local information is one of the most popular smartphone activities. We're using our phones to find everything from the nearest pizza place to movie showtimes to finding the nearest store that carries the item we're looking for. And 88% of us use that local information and take action within a day, whether to call or visit a local business. Over the past year, mobile search queries have skyrocketed to new heights as we search for everything from product reviews to travel info to random trivia that can help us settle bets with our friends. And while word of mouth or seeing a product in store may lead people to search on smartphones, 71% of us search because we saw an ad, both on traditional media and on our phones, and we're acting on it. 9 out of 10 mobile users have taken action, all thanks to a smartphone search. The simple fact is, mobile ads work. Recall seeing a mobile ad? You're not alone. 82% of us do. Yet 79% of top advertisers don't have a mobile-optimized website. It's important to build a good mobile user experience because if we see a mobile ad, we tend to click on the ad, visit the advertiser's site, make a purchase, or call the business. Today we use smartphones to stay connected, to keep us entertained, to search for information on the go, and to make us smarter shoppers. And we're going to be doing a lot more of this, creating more opportunities for marketers to connect with their customers. Don't miss the mobile movement. Mobilize your marketing to reach the new smartphone consumer.
Okay guys, that's just an idea of how to get your business onto mobile. And if you look at the stats, I mean, if you've got a business, that's where it needs to be. Let's quickly see if it works over here. So, Google, who's Nelson Mandela? Too much noise now. Who is Nelson Mandela?
According to Wikipedia, Nelson Mandela was a South African anti-apartheid revolutionary, politician, philanthropist who served as president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999.
Okay. Who was his wives?
He was married to Graca Michelle, Whitney Mandela, and Evelyn Mays.
Okay, so what Google's doing is they're always changing the algorithms and so on. So the first time I asked who is Nelson Mandela, the second time I spoke I didn't even have to ask who is Nelson Mandela, just asked who was his wife. I already know exactly where I'm going, what I'm searching, what I'm doing, and what I want. So we can also, for instance, go like this and say, which is the closest Nissan dealership to me?
Here are the listings for the closest Nissan dealership within 5 kilometers.
Okay, so that's why people are using their phones, because they can find anything they want, everything they want. Okay, sorry. Okay. That's why people are using their mobile phones, because they can find everything they want in their pocket. Okay, so if you look at all the stats that went around, I mean, if you've got a business, that's where you need to be. And the horrific stat that there was how many actual websites aren't mobile optimized. So Google actually penalizes you if your website isn't mobile optimized. Whoever here has had a fight with a friend about something and then went on to Google to find the proper answer? I think at some point we all did. Am I correct? Yeah. So your phone and Google, always on, always together. Quickly do this. Okay. So this is just to give you an idea of on social. 13 million Facebook users, I think that's gone up slightly, 7.4 million Twitter users, 8.2 million YouTube users, and 2.6 Instagram users. If you look at all those stats specifically, 70% of them are browsing the social network through a mobile device. So I'll quickly talk about who has ever gone onto Xander or Spree or Wish before. Guys? Okay. So what they do is, it's called remarketing. Once you search for them, and you maybe go into doing a purchase, but you don't purchase at a specific time. at a later stage, when you go back to your Facebook page, when you're sitting on your couch, you see the Xando ads popping up. Xando is actually one of the worst, but they like always follow you. It's purely because you showed interest in what they're doing, and now they're remarketing you. Maybe you went on to Takealot, for instance, went into your cart, you couldn't finish your shopping, then they will remarket you with that specific products at a later stage. Maybe you don't want to buy the shoes at the first time, but they'll market you maybe until the end of the month, until you've got your paycheck, and then to go and buy the specific shoes. But just to give you an idea, I mean, 70% of the people that are on social are using mobile devices. So, just a quick question. How many times a day do you guys think we reach for our smartphone? We've got 110. Anybody else? Okay, so Google gives us an average of 165, 167 times to actually reach your phone on a daily basis. If that's going on to Facebook, or doing a Google search, or going on to WhatsApp, we do it for short bursts of time. So you want to make sure that when that person is specifically on that mobile device, that your ad is coming up and popping up in front of them. Just make sure that your ad is relevant to what they are searching. So, yeah, so that would show different age groups. You get the youth, and then you get your millennial market, and then 35 to 44 market.
45 to 60.
No. Well, no, of course. No. I mean, life starts at 40. Of course they do. So, of course, there's a market for that. I didn't put that on the slide, but I mean, there's definitely a certain percentage of the market. Actually, that's one of the fastest growing markets, from 60 and above. Well, at this stage, should maybe be in university. Here's the spending money to start off with. So this is a millennial market where you would start looking for maybe a house and a car, and then you got the market after that, which is a lot of the business owners. Okay. So yeah, but in that sense is what we do with regards to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All those ads, if you go through your news feeds, those are relevant to what you guys have searched, what you guys have liked, where you like going. So that ads aren't just relevantly or randomly placed in front of you. It's specifically marketed to exactly your need, what you like, what you search, where you go. I mean, Google knows everything from you guys. It knows when you check in somewhere, when you use Google Maps, when you search. I think Google knows more than most of the partners know because that's what the first thing says. If you die, delete the browsing history. Am I correct? Yeah. Just to give you an idea with regards to Google, there's a couple of different things that you can do on Google. The first is search, which I showed you. If somebody does a search for you, you guys pop up. Somebody would click and that go through to your website. Secondly is display, which can follow you around on the internet, depending on what you want to do. Say, for instance, you want to be on News 24, for instance. You can have your ad in your banner on News 24 on a permanent basis. Or you can start tracking the people that went onto your website and start following them as well. Remarketing, as I said, when you work with Google and Facebook and social, when you search for something, the ads that are popping up in front of you are relevant to what you guys have liked and have searched. So if you've got a proper advertising company that assists you, it means that you're only going to get relevant people to your website, exactly the clientele that you want. So it's a search, display, and remarketing is the big ones on Google in that sense. Is there any questions so far? I can't hear. Yes. 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 So okay, so AdWords work in the sense that you buy up the keyword so that when somebody searches for you, this is the area that you pop up on. Okay. When they physically click on you, they'll go through to your website. That would be a cost per click. So you pay in order to be in the specific area. Maybe if you're a plumber, you pay 17 or 20 rand for every click that goes through. Maybe for some of the vehicles, you pay 4 or 5 rand a click. Google works on a supply and demand. So the more the demand is, the higher the cost per click is. But there are certain stuff that you can do with regards to having a proper website. We call it a quality score, how you write up the ads, and to make your cost per click cheaper. So what you want to do is, if somebody clicks on you and they go through to your website and they click the back button, it's called the bounce rate. You don't want the bounce rate to be high, which means somebody went onto Google, they searched for what you guys were doing, went onto your website, but they didn't find the relevant information that they were looking for. And Google, the two stuff that makes Google, or lets us trust Google, is they give us relevant information when we're searching, and they make it more easy and user-friendly. That's the main two stuff what Google basically does in that sense. This would be your organic rating that you guys get. This takes time. So if you've got a new business that you've got, you have to do a lot of different on and off-site optimization in order to grow and move up organically on Google. AdWords, which is a quick and easy way to get up on top of Google. Purchase up the keyword. When you search for it, you guys pop up. But you only have a certain daily amount of budget. So if your budget allows you for 50 clicks a day, if your 50 clicks are up, then you're not going to appear there anymore. Sorry.
When the client's organic rating is quite high,
Yeah.
do you recommend to clients then to maybe like drop the amount of AdWords that they
Okay.
use?
Okay, so what he's asking is if a client maybe is ranking 1 or 2, that he drops his AdWords. So say for instance, a client's ranking 1 or 2 for 2 or 3 keywords that he's got, 2 or 3 products that he's got. But he's not going to be organically rated for all 50 products that he's got. So what you do is make sure that you, for the other keywords that you are not rating on top for, that you use AdWords in that sense for. Okay. You'll see also what a lot of the guys do. It's not always good, best Google practices. Say, for instance, if you're looking for debonaires, you'll see Romans popping up. It's because it's the same type of product, same type of interest. So you can actually buy up your competitors' keywords. So you can appear on top of them as well. You'll see also a lot of the guys do is, say, for instance, you go and you type in macro, for instance, on Google. They'll buy up a keyword macro, so that they make sure they have got an AdWord there, and they're organically on top. Because somebody types in your name, you're automatically or going to be organically normally on top. Just to make sure that they buy up the AdWord as well, is that nobody else, like their competition, game or instance, can also be there. Okay, so that's why. But the cost per click, if you buy up your own name of your AdWord, it's normally very cheap. Yeah. What makes us as Trudon different is we're a premier partner to Google, just to give you an idea. But we've got a specific bid management system that actually lets us buy up the keywords when it's at its cheapest. Because this works basically like an auction. Somebody's searching for this, it's 50 guys being for the specific keyword that comes up. We buy it up when it's at its cheapest. We're the only one in Africa that has a bid management system. On average, it's about 54% cheaper cost per click. Yeah. Sorry. Yes.
About bounce rate.
Yeah.
Does Google penalize you if you have a high bounce rate?
Yes. So what a bounce rate actually means is that when somebody searches you for that keyword, they're not finding what they want. So Google's, yes. Yes. So you'll see this, your quality score will go down because it means that the people that's going to your website aren't staying there long enough. They're not finding relevant results. Yeah, you can do a SEO optimizer to basically do a audit on your website in order to see exactly what. There are a couple of tools that you guys can use, and to see if your guy is mobile friendly. But you can literally Google exactly what you want, and they'll give you tools in order to help you with that. Okay. The other thing is, which I tell all the clients, is you need to install Google Analytics on your website. It's a free Google tool, but it actually tells you where your clients are coming from, what their age, what their gender is, how they got to you, what keywords they're using. And if you've got that data for 2 or 3 months, you know where to spend your advertising money on. And it's like having a business and knowing exactly the clients that's coming to you and where to go find new clients as well. It's a free tool. Every website should have it. I mean, it just gives you the right information to target the right clients. Is there any other questions? Yes. Sorry, I can't hear. It's yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm not using Google Ads, but how can I compare to running their budget is about 4,000 to be on top, mine is 1,000.
Okay.
I never get on top.
Okay, so you need a good advertising company to help you with that. Okay, so what happens, what you should asking is, what if you've got 1,000 Rand budget and the other guy's got 50,000 Rand budget? There's more than enough searches to go around on Google. All it means is that where you're going to have maybe 20 clicks for the day, they're going to have 60 or 80 or 500 clicks for the day, depending on their budget. It gives a guy that has got a small plumbing business, for instance, also a chance in order to get clicks to his website, the same as a big corporate, for instance. So Google gives everybody a chance on a rotational basis. But it depends on how you create the ads, how your website's set up, all that type of stuff. And there's some back-end stuff that you need to do in order to get it properly right, that you appear on that first page of Google. So it doesn't mean if you have got 1,000 Rand budget and the other guy's got 10,000 Rand budget that you're not going to appear on the first page of Google on top. You do it properly, you can. All it's meaning is he's going to have more clicks through to his website than you do. Does that answer the question? Yes, no? I've seen guys, you don't need, guys that are spending double the amount on Google AdWords. That all it means is the bigger your budget on Google, the more clients you're going to get through. But it's purely an investment. So the more money you put into it, the more money you're going to get it back. But you have to do it properly. Anybody can run their own AdWords. But where you maybe pay 20 Rand for a click and the phrases aren't correct, we can do it differently. Make sure you get the relevant information that's going through to your website. And that's what you want. So you have to look at how the ads are, is it relevant, and is the website that you've got, is it properly set up? Because that's the face of your business. They don't know how good you are. The first thing they see on the internet is they see your business. So, which is very important. Any other questions, guys? Google.
A question about evaluating your company on Google search.
Yeah.
Obviously, Google customizes what I search to show me my interests.
Yes.
So, what I find when I search AdWords would be a different thing to what he says.
100% correct.
How do I evaluate what my real rating is? I can't search my own name because Google's going to
Yes.
give it to me all the time.
Yes.
So, do I use a third party to look for that, or how do I?
Well, Google will see if you go onto, say for instance, in what industry are you in?
Lubrication.
So lubrication. So, say for instance, so you go onto your own website a lot. So Google sees that, it's not giving you popping up the AdWords. But if other guys signed into his Google Gmail account, it's going to give him maybe different relevant results to what people are searching. So I get a lot of clients that say, I'm searching for myself on my keywords and I'm not popping up. Then I'll do a search from my side, then they pop up. Because Google says you go onto that website so much, why does it have to pop up an ad? You already know basically where you're going in that sense. Google rating in what sense?
In terms of your popularity or your rating with Google, how do they see you?
Yeah, of course. So with regards to AdWords and SEO and stuff like that, if you do a proper audit on the website, you can say where you're ranking, where's your AdWords placing, what's your position, what's your quality. You can check all of those type of stuff. Well, you have to log on to Google and your analytics and so on and basically check it on there. Or your Google AdWords account that you've got. But if you've got an advertising company that's doing it for you, they can give you all those details for you as well. Otherwise, you guys can use SEO Optimizer. Click on there, and it actually gives you a breakdown of your website. It will tell you if it's mobile friendly. It will tell you what score you are you a B, are you a C, are you a D, what you're doing wrong, if your meta tags are different, what you need to fix, all that type of stuff. Are you on social, everything. SEO Optimizer. Is it a paid service? No. It's all, Google gives you mostly free tools that you guys can use to basically do a double check on your website. But in general, if you've got an advertising company that does it for you, they should do a proper audit on your website before they determine running AdWords, doing social, doing Facebook ads, or whatever the case might be. Yeah.
How much does the content that's on the website affect success?
Okay. So a lot of the big search engine before Google came out was Yahoo. Everybody used Yahoo, especially in the US. They were quite big. So you're talking about all the content that's on your website. So in the olden days, they would try to fool the search engines in order to type in 50 times plumbers, keywords, and then make you pop up if somebody searches for a plumber, for instance. But Google changes the algorithms on a regular basis, so you can't fool them. But your content that's on there is definitely has to be relevant to the keywords that's being searched. But it has to be structured in a specific way. Then that's called on-site optimization. So you need to make sure when you upload an image to your website, it's not called image one because that's what Google sees. It needs to be whatever you are doing. Okay. And then you get off-site optimization, which people that are in different industries that's relevant to what you guys are doing, sending clients to your website as well. So as well as if people go onto your website and they stay on for a certain time and they go to the contact us form, that means they properly find the right information. So Google looks at all those stuff. But Google changes the algorithms on a regular basis. So a website isn't this thing that you should just put there and leave. It's something that you should work on a regular basis on. So, yes, yeah, don't do that. Because if Google finds out, they actually stand back your website and then you're in trouble then to get it back on. So you never do that. I know companies used to put up 500 backlinks, look like for a month or two you were going fine, but yeah, the worst thing that you could do. With regards to organic rating, that's what this is an investment. This is something that takes time. You can't just go and revamp the website and within a month you're ranking on top. It's slowly but surely building up and getting the proper ranking. Yes. So if you've got forums and stuff like that or doing articles, that's perfect. Or got a reliable resource that's got your link on that sends it to your website. That, yes, definitely. But not 500 backlinks, just spam, and then, because Google will find out. And then they block your website, and yeah, you don't want to do that. That's it. Thank you, guys.